Oh, live Gator Nation, Lance and Jasper. Oh, oh, I gotta tell you, big time performance right there. Snapped a 2 game losing streak, straight off a 5 game winning streak before that down. Just the attitude. That is installing in these kids a competitive nature, and that's what it's all about, man. Compete. Like you said, it was embarrassing last week. We didn't compete. The South Carolina game, this team showed a lot of heart and character, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Feleipe Frank, you would have to say, he definitely won the team over. And if he didn't win the Gator Nation over, and at least the damn city over, something's wrong with y'all people. I don't know what the hell you waiting on. I mean, dirt's been turned to glitter on the damn Mullen. The Mullenade is rocking. You want some Mullenade? She don't want no more. But I'll tell you, we're going to get y'all going, man. What do you think about Frank? I mean, what really impressed me with Frank's way he ran the ball, just the attitude. I really thought his attitude was contagious, and it really rubbed off on the team. And that defense stepped up in the second half big time after giving up 3 touchdowns on 4 possessions. South Carolina had the ball 4 times. They scored 3 touchdowns to start the game. Unacceptable. You know, you start the game with a 6-minute drive, 13 plays. You know, it looks like, well, they're just not tired of losing. And then, you know, the quarterback hits somebody hard on a run. You know, get the crowd fired up, get the team fired up, and they start fighting for you. Because I'm going to tell you, like I told you, after the Missouri loss, that team quit on that boy. They straight quit on that boy. But he really, it's kind of crazy to me because I've been watching Franks all this time. I've never seen him play like that. And I ain't talking about throwing the football, I'm talking about running the football with the attitude, the toughness. I mean, the way he's ran the ball all year was nothing compared to what he showed the other night. And I got to tell you, I couldn't be more fired up about it. Well, I guess it was yesterday, but it feels like a long time ago. Yeah. I'm out. Lance and Jazz, been bringing it with you. Long time. Let's get some folks on the show here. I hate to do this by myself. Let's call Boss Gator, my man. But again, man, the running backs, Scarlett, Buck.
Hello?
Boss Gator, live on the Lance and Jasper show, man. You got it?
I'll take a minute. Yes, sir.
I mean, you know, tell them how you feel. I done told them how I feel. Let the boss know, because there's a lot of Gator fans, but there's only one boss.
Man, I tell you, yesterday was a huge, it was a huge victory. You know, I appreciate you giving me a call, Lance.
Yes, sir.
But I want to caution Gator Nation. I want to caution Gator Nation to not bite the bait from the media. To stay positive. We got to stay on this Mullen train because definitely he has proven that he's outcoached most of the coaches he's gone against, and he's really maximizing the most out of what we have in the situation with the team this year. And so this year is really about a mentality change and really forcing the guys to create a winning attitude that does not quit. And we saw that exemplified yesterday. You know, I'm frustrated just like everyone else with the outcome. With the outcome, I want to win like every other Gator fan. But I just want to say to the Gator Nation, we can't boo. You cannot. I think that we feel like, you know, we're fans and we can do that. And sure, you can do it. But the problem is booing is toxic because recruits are interested in atmosphere. Even the broadcasting and ESPN, CBS, they're interested. Everybody's selling atmosphere, game day experience. I guess their whole theme, it means more in the SEC. So if as Florida fans you're booing your own players, it's like it just works against you when you have all of these guys on visits. Yesterday you got Hunter, you got all these strong guys on visits. They're looking at. They're not necessarily even looking at the result, but they are looking at the atmosphere. It means a lot. So, just that admonishment there.
let me ask you this, because I know you live in the city, Gainesville, Boss Gator straight out of Gainesville, Florida. I got to tell you, there ain't nobody more plugged in than this man right here. I don't care who the insider is. I don't care the outlet. If you want to know the price of the Gators, Boss Gator's your man. But tell me this, boss. I thought Feleipe Franks, the tough he played, I mean, really, man, really showed a different type of personality on the field, a different attitude. And I tell you, man, when it was 14-0, it looked like they weren't tired of losing yet. But man, when he hit that run and he hit somebody and he played physical the rest of the way running the rock, I mean, it really inspired the team. And I thought his attitude was contagious and it rubbed off on the defense. And you got to give Franks a lot of credit yesterday. I don't know how he did it because I've never seen him play like that. I'm talking about in the run game. And he's been running the ball all year, but not like that, not with that attitude. And I got to tell you, he definitely won the team. I want to know it down there. Do you think he won the city yet, or is it still? Or they still want to throw the man under the bus? Because I told you got to give this man time. All our quarterbacks, this first year on the damn old system, and they ain't none of them got experience. But you gotta give them time. Well, tell me about the attitude of the city towards Feleipe Franks after a big time win, and how tell me how you felt about his performance. 'Cause I was impressed with the toughness he showed.
Well, I'm totally. I mean, yesterday I was really frustrated. To be honest with you, I was frustrated because
Go on there, man. You make me nervous.
There was a point.
I don't want people watching it, man. It fucked me up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I felt like if we lost yesterday, that could have turned into 3 more losses. And so yesterday, I mean, you're at a pivotal point. You're no return, baby. And I cannot say anything else but all props, mad respect for their will to win, especially Feleipe Franks. Anybody that wants to criticize that, I just think they're on the moon somewhere, Yeah. I got on Bill Sykes on Twitter. Oh, fuck him.
Because he's saying, he can't believe that Feleipe is telling the crowd to shut up. But listen, I'm with you. If you're telling me to shut up booing and because you're scoring,
hey, Boss Gator, it's like this. Hey, if you can't support me when I'm down, don't come around when I get money. Hell, you know what I'm saying? Don't show up when I get money. And yesterday, Feleipe Franks was money. And I'm going to tell you, Gator Nation, if you're still hating this guy, it ain't even about Franks. Take it back. I mean, they were questioning Dan Mullen. They were acting like Dan Mullen don't know who the right guy is to play quarterback for the Florida Gators. You're a damn fan, and you're going to act like you're smarter than Dan Mullen? Give me a damn break. Why do you think we hired this guy? You ain't that damn old. You should be able to remember and check his damn credentials. Dan Mullen is money. You know it and I know it. We talked about it when he was hired, and the man is doing a solid job. He said he's just building the foundation of attitude now. He ain't even got to the real X's and O's yet.
Right. Yeah.
Woo, I started to get fired up on you, Boss Gator, but damn it, man.
Yeah, and so the thing is, you made such a great point. That's why the media has to stop. They have to stop pushing the old narrative, you can't say on one foot that this man has outcoached everybody. Like pretty much every game, in a tight, he has been a better coach on the field all year long. You can't say that you have confidence in what he's doing and how he's, how he's progressing with the program and the team, and then in the same breath, question him about his quarterback decision. Yeah. That's an old narrative. That's an old narrative.
Right.
So you like you say, either you're gonna trust him or get off the ship. So
the media is screwed anyway because they already have a perception of what they think it should be. And they're going to write about it, and they're going to talk about it, and they steal headlines. And what I really hate is when they steal clippings out of a Dan Mullen press conference and use it like he's attacking the fans when Dan Mullen has been nothing great for this fan base. And, man, you see his attitude in the swamp. I mean, man, he gets it riled up. A lot of coaches won't do that because they don't want to disrespect the opposing coach. But Dan Mullen, man, he's got a lot of pride, a lot of effort, and he ain't scared to compete, and he don't give a damn who you are. And both times he's fired up the crowd like that, we have won at home.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, so the thing is, the crowd has to continue to do. We got to do our part. You know, I've been.
They're doing their part, man. The media's been unfair to Gator Nation.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I mean, it's ridiculous for anybody to expect. Can't afford a 4 seats to a game. You just can't afford it.
The thing is, though, if we want to be respected with the Georgias, the LSUs, the Auburns, the Alabamas.
Okay, let me ask you this: if we played all those teams you just named at the Swamp, wouldn't the house be filled?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't expect it to be filled for Missouri. I mean, Northern Colorado. I mean, Colorado State, excuse me. Those are the two teams that the fans didn't show up for. Many people ain't showing up for those. But when it counted, they were there, man. And that's what you got to look at. And that's what I'm talking about. They're just creating shit. I mean, look at the LSU game. You couldn't find an empty seat. Give me a break. Look at the first game of the season. The first game of the season was electric. Hell, I was there.
I like what you're doing. What you're doing is not letting them.
They don't get to me. I don't even read their stuff. I watch the game. I evaluate the talent. I don't need to read. I talk to somebody like you and learn more than I ever learned from fucking media. They're a joke.
The thing is, what I'm hearing is, if we we go 10-3, baby. If we go 10-3, I mean, you're talking about not a top 10 recruiting class. We could finish
top 7.
We could legitimately finish top 5 recruiting class. We could do that. We're going after the big ones. I'm for real, and it's like, what's the one guy?
Chris Steele.
No, his name is. He got 3 names: Mark, David, and Tony. He's running back.
I haven't checked his film. The running back I've been keeping my eye on is Trey Sanders. I haven't been keeping up with the other one. I couldn't tell you.
He was at the game yesterday. Yeah. From what I was understanding, from what I was told, like, he wants to come. We won't even say yeah to him yet because we're trying to see what's going to happen with Trey Sanders. So, I mean, when I say deep sea fishing, baby, I called that.
You did.
I called that last year. I said Mullen is just going after different fish. He's going after bigger and better fish. He ain't going after no mullets, no groupers, and no mudfish. I'm telling you, baby, we're going after some bass.
And you know, man, at this point, it's not even about record because the record's going to be safe enough. It's about the way you look. And with the attitude that offense played with yesterday, if that can carry over, then you will see that top 7 recruiting class. Maybe top 5 like you're saying. But I guarantee you it's top 7.
Yeah.
5, 7, it really don't matter because we've been out recruited lately and we still got some hell of a players. I mean, we got some studs, man.
Yeah, but
what's wrong with our defense, Boss Gator? Because I'm really disappointed in our defense. I mean, I know we're a little banged up, but really, man, ever since the LSU game, we're struggling.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
All
right. Now, I'm not dogging on Flair. I'm just being real.
Be real. That's why we're here.
David Reese is fundamental field general, but he is geared for Big Ten. He's slow. And so that his strength is he knows where to go and he knows how to set that defense, but he's slow. All right.
We get all that.
Vashawn
Joseph.
What's his name?
Vashawn Joseph.
Vashawn Joseph is as an athletic animal, okay? But he's so aggressive that all of the teams have scouted him and know you will kill him on his over-aggression. So the touchdown yesterday that was thrown was his fault.
What?
And every time,
I thought it was on Joseph. Yeah, it was on Joseph. Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah, it was on Joseph. Okay, Reese at first. Yeah, you talking about Joseph.
I'm saying the other teams, okay, Vashawn Joseph with Reese, he he's been a freelance,
right?
But he's been too aggressive and not sticking to his lanes as a player. Like he's gambled too much. He's a home run hitter.
You think he gambled on that play, Boss Gator?
Yes, and he gambles on the edge. He sucked in on the edge. That's why a simple outside run, if he gets sucked in on the block, they get to the edge.
Yeah.
Okay? So what you will see next year, day one, Black will be our best physical linebacker day one in the spring. The linebackers will take a huge step forward next year. Okay? You'll see that. And that's what's killing us. Linebackers are the ones that pick up your tight ends. And we're having times with Nada. Nada caught four passes in a row to get on Georgia. You remember?
I remember it well. 5 plays, 5 straight passes, set up a field goal right for the half.
That's all linebacker play. That's linebacker play. And so, you know what I'm saying? When you have edge rushers and they're aggressive, it creates lanes for running. So they're using our strength against us on the defensive line. They're neutralizing our defensive line. See, like that's the thing about SEC, man. The SEC, you don't have any off games. Even the mediocre, legit teams got players that can be NFL. Okay. I hate the way we lost Missouri, but Missouri has some ballers. Okay, don't listen to what people say. They got 2 running backs that possibly can go in the NFL, and the quarterback is going to the NFL. All right.
Yeah.
And Terry Beckner Jr. is a 5-star legit going to NFL.
Well, that game was about effort. Like Dan Mullen said, he was embarrassed by that performance because we didn't compete. So you know.
But the point, what I'm saying is, there's no week off.
Hell no. Hell no.
No week off in the SEC, and that's the difference between any other league. There's no week off.
Well, let me ask you about the defensive tackles.
Kentucky has the game of the year last week, right?
Yeah.
Following week, they get whooped by Tennessee.
It's mindset.
Okay.
It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. A lot of these games.
So that's what I'm noticing about the defense, and then you're seeing, man. You're seeing and safety position is kind of weak, but if we get these 2,
hey man, them safeties played good yesterday, man. Juwan Taylor had a game yesterday, but I would tell you, we're not as talented as we was with Brad Stewart. I don't know what happened to Brad Stewart. We may never know, but damn, man, what a fool.
But listen, if we get Steele in the Elam,
oh, we're set. Right. We're set without them, bro. You look at next year, you got CJ coming back, Marco, Trey Dean's going to be hard to keep off the field. So you're set 3 right there. I mean, you kidding me? Sean Davis again, Brad Stewart. That's 5 guys right there that should be starting this year. So, you know, you got you're set. The secondary next year will be elite. Only thing I'm worried about next year is replacing your offensive lineman. You're going to have 2 starters back.
Well, what I'm saying is you get depth at cornerback.
Yeah.
And then I think Stewart and Dean could possibly move to safety. You know, and
don't you think Dean will be nickel? He's got some. That play he made on that Smith kid in the end zone saved our ass. I mean, that was a hell of a play. I mean, that kid can play the ball. I mean, I know he gets beat sometimes, but I've seen a lot of true freshmen at Florida get beat. I've seen Joe Hayden get picked on. I've seen Janoris Jenkins get picked on. They don't last long. I think Trey Dean's going to be a star at corner.
We saw Hargraves get picked on at Alabama.
I seen him get picked on his whole damn career. I don't know what the hype was about that kid.
I mean, he was good. He was legit. But I'm saying
he was good enough that they wouldn't throw against him. That helped.
Right.
But as far as being challenged on 50-50 balls, he wasn't that great.
What was the running back, the wide receiver from Alabama that they picked on?
Cooper?
But, I mean,
was it Cooper?
Yeah, but Amari Cooper was legit. I mean, come on.
Well, I'm a Cooper. I understand all that.
Yeah, but so that's what I think was going on with the defense. To be honest with you,
well, you talked about the linebackers. You said a little bit. I said, let me get you on the defensive tackles because there's guys commenting on the show saying our defensive tackles is a mild position. I would disagree, man. I think Kyrie Campbell's elite. He's growing to his own. You'll see a better performance out of him next year, more consistent because he's going to get better in the scheme and in the system better and in the weight room. But starting to make it in my book. He's been hell all year. We could use a couple more behind him, but I think Kyrie Campbell's a star.
I think that this year, Sal Sinceri is a very accomplished defensive line coach, and I think that we will continue to see the development. We will continue to see the development on the interior line. On the defense. I was talking to a contact of mine, and they're saying since 1989, no school has put more defensive linemen in the pros than the Gators. Okay, so as far as development, okay, if we just be patient, sometimes you got to be patient with players. Some players, because of the scheme changing, one of the things with all of the different coaches changing, every time the coaches change, you have a different scheme. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what's the coach at Temple? Collins. So Collins was there. Collins used a little bit of Muschamp stuff. Okay. So, but then when Collins leaves, then you have Shannon. All right. Now you have nothing. So every time that you have coaching changes, the players may be asked to do something different, and based on the depth. So this year they went, they knew that they had speed rushers, so they catered to the speed rushers, okay?
Yeah.
And so, what we asked, but see, that strategy has weakened now that we got a little light on the back half at our corners. When you have two preseason SEC corners that are kind of, injured, a little teetered there, then that kind of interferes with. You don't want to put those guys on islands and let the guys, and create the mismatch on the D line because you're thin back there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it interferes with Grantham's blitz packages. He can't blitz like he wants because of the injuries. So that's kind of hampered that. But I think that from what I'm told, Zanunga is a complete back. He's not just rush. He's not an edge, just an edge rusher. He plays run well, and he's just total package. I wish, in a perfect world, if the juniors would come back, we might lose Feleipe. I don't know, but I think the defense will be fine. The defense will be fine. We will continue to compete. We will continue to improve. We got depth that's coming back. Langham. You got.
I like our players as far as name and as far as talent and as far as potential, and some of them have done it. We got proof on tape. But I'm telling you, man, I'm nervous about this defense because you went 4 straight games giving up over 30 points and you're the Florida Gators, man. That don't happen. I mean, we are a school that before last year, the 9 years before that, we averaged giving up 17 points a game for 9 years straight. So for these last 2 years to be giving up 30 points as regular as we have is alarming to me. And I'm going to say it right now before it gets too late in the season. A lot of people ain't going to like this. But if I'm Dan Mullen, I'm going to fire Todd Grantham tomorrow. Actually, let him get to the season. You know what I'm talking about. Be realistic on the show. I ain't trying to get crazy. But I'd fire his ass after year 1, man, because this game, he's too predictable, man. The third and longs, you cannot always go man-to-man and blitz. The quarterbacks in SEC are too good, especially right now, man. One-on-one coverage, somebody's going to get beat. You understand what I'm saying, too. Somebody's going to get beat one-on-one on third and long. It's ridiculous. I just don't think he's not like Dan Mullen. See, Dan Mullen has got a scheme, but he coaches to his talent. I think Todd Grantham runs his plays no matter what the talent he has. And I don't think he's running a scheme to fit our talent right now, in my opinion. And it's showing up on tape, and I'm a little sick of it. If I was Dan Mullen, I'd fire his ass.
Well, I don't think that again from what I'm hearing they looked at it. You have not played one game with Reese, CJ, Marco, and there's one other player. They haven't all played one game together.
That's true.
So injuries has played a part, bro. Injuries has played a huge part.
I get that, but I'm just talking about the third and longs. I mean, it's been all year, man. I don't know how bad your players are. There's a lot of teams that can get off the field on 3rd and 11, 3rd and 13. We cannot do it. Go to the Kentucky game. Terry Wilson, 2 touchdowns on 3rd down. 3rd and 16 was one of them. You give up a touchdown on 3rd and 16? I mean, I understand we didn't have the players. Marco got hurt, but again, I mean, something's up with your scheme when this shit's when this stuff keeps happening all year. I ain't trying to panic. You know I ain't a panic Gator fan, and I ain't trying to hit waves or get nothing hot. I wouldn't say this on any other show, but to me, he's not coaching to his talent right now. If you had those guys you just named, then hell yeah, I'd play man and blitz. But you don't, and since they're not playing, you got to play a little bit more zone.
What you're saying is because of the injuries, you got to change.
Yeah, he ain't changed. He's still running.
I think he did, man, because like we haven't seen as many blitzes. We kind of settled down on a lot of the blitzes.
But man, every time you go 3rd and long, it's man to man, and somebody gets beat on a simple slant or something like that, and they run for 300 yards. Are you kidding me? Man to man on Deebo Samuel on a 3rd. Show the man some respect at least. And regardless, they didn't know if they wanted to tackle him. But at the same time, I mean, it's all year. It ain't just one game. I just don't think that he coaches to his talent very well. I just think he's got a scheme. It might be a great scheme and it's high price, but he just don't adjust, in my opinion. And it's showing up. 30 points in 4 straight games, Boss Gator. Come on, man, you're good. That is not acceptable in Gator Nation, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you can improve there.
We're good enough without Marco Wilson right now with the talent we have healthy.
You definitely got to improve there. I agree with you there. There's just
maybe not firing, man, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, you gotta have the conversation, man. The guy needs to adjust.
Also take into consideration that I hate to say this, and this is I know this is a trump card and a half, but you got to take in consideration these last 2 games are more mental than anything else.
I agree with that.
It's mental. And what I mean by that, it has nothing to do with the game, really. And so I think, Debo is legit. Debo is legit. But the first 2 scores, I think, is more mental. And so I'm willing to put that on ice because I'm willing to put that on to look past it, and the next couple games are going to tell, and how you finish in the bowl, I think the defense will continue to get better, at least in bounds. But Lance, I got to get on out of here, man. I wanted to say to Gator Nation, I think happy birthday, Lance Gator from Jasper, Tennessee, baby. And if we gonna chomp right, left over right, baby. It's great to be a Florida Gator.
You're the man, boss. Thank you, brother. All right, Boss Gator live on Lance Jasper show, breaking it down for us. Let's see if we can get Val on here before he goes to church. Anybody want to get on the show, call 423-509-7007. Lance and Jasper show. I don't think Reese might come back, but Boson Joseph ain't coming back. I'll tell you that right now. What time are God on left church? I missed you. How you going? He probably knocked me out for that. Let's try my boy right here. Smoke on the down here. Smoke on the down, boy. mean, if you can't get off field on third down, you're gonna lose all the game. And it ain't 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 we're struggling with. It's 3rd and long, man. To me, it's scheme because you got enough talent on field to get off field on 3rd and long. I mean, I don't want to hear injuries and all shit like that. It's totally scheme. I mean, you got to be willing to change it up. It's unbelievable the in-game adjustments that this guy don't make. And I stand by it. Anybody don't agree with it, that's cool with me. But I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna tell you Todd Grantham was a bad hire. Boy, I don't know shit for y'all know. I mean, if you got 3 Deion Sanders, you might be good in his system. You tell Paul to call Lance and Jasper show if you want to talk to Lance and Jasper.
Hello.
How we doing tonight, Lady Gator?
What's up, brother? Happy birthday to you.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot coming from you. Yeah, I was just gonna ask you a question. If you got a few minutes, tell us how you feel.
Well, about the game yesterday, oh man.
Tell me about Franks, because I want to hear you on Frank. Tell me, give me the Franks. What you saw, how it made you feel, and how you feel today.
Okay, well, in my opinion, like, quarterbacks that come to the University of Florida know that's one of the... What is that? Yeah, quarterbacks that come to the University of Florida, they know that besides the head coach, that's one of the toughest jobs at the University of Florida, is being quarterback at Florida. You got to know that criticism is going to come with, poor play. So it seems like there's like a love-hate relationship between the fans and the team. It's like the team doesn't love the fans and the fans don't love the team, and it's like, I don't understand this. So for him to, I'm proud of the way he played. It wasn't perfect. Like I posted on Twitter, he has heart, and I will admit he played his ass off. But I don't think doing that to the fans, he apologized, and I'm glad he did, but, hopefully it's a lesson. Like, don't turn on the fans. Like, don't turn on the people that support you.
Well, I'll say this, in fairness to the people that have been critical of Franks, I'm one of the biggest Frank supporters there is, but I ain't seen that attitude out of him in his play. If he would have played with that attitude every game, win or lose, people would respect him by now. But he ain't showed that heart. He ain't showed that toughness. And yesterday, you could tell a different team, they really believed in his attitude and what he was selling, and that team followed his lead, and they won that game yesterday. If he wouldn't have showed up with that attitude after 14-0, we would have lost. So where's that being his whole damn career? So any criticism you got is on you, Franks. And I will say this to Franks in his defense. It's like I told Boss who I talked to before I called you. I said, if you don't know me when I ain't got no money, don't show up when I got money. And yesterday, he was money. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Don't show up when I got money. You didn't know me when I didn't have money. Don't start knocking on the door now. And it's just like your third cousin's calling, because if you're a real Gator fan, you ain't in them damn stadiums booing. Are you out of your damn mind? Acting like you know more than the coach? And I know fans want to be right. Nobody wants to be right more than me. But to boo a coach because he ain't playing the quarterback you think is the right guy for the choice? Dan Mullen made every Gator fan in America look like a damn fool yesterday. Drink the Mullenade, relax. Drink plenty of ice water, walk slow, stay cool.
Our fan base ain't gonna relax. You should know that by now.
Yeah, I know that. But that's just my mindset. I got an opinion, but I ain't gonna boo a damn coach. Give me a break.
No, they were booing Franks.
Yeah, but you're booing the coach's decision to put him in the game. Ultimately, you're saying he ain't playing like you know more than the damn coach.
They were actually booing. I guess
if Carl Trask would have been healthy, they'd have been chanting his name, right or wrong.
They were booing the fact that he was missing some throws, and that's when they started booing. And that I guess after the defense got ran up and down the field, that's when the offense decided to wake up a little bit. But they woke up a
little bit when Franks made that run and hit that kid. That sparked the team. I mean, the way he ran the ball yesterday and that toughness really sparked his team, and it showed a different side of this kid, man. I mean, I didn't know he had that kind of personality. I've never seen him play with that kind of attitude, and that's that competitive attitude that damn almost been wanting to see. And maybe finally the light just went on for that boy. I mean, win or lose, you got to compete, and if he's going to compete, that's good enough for me.
Yeah,
that's all you can ask for.
I just wish it shouldn't have to take for him to get pissed off to want to compete. Like, you should already be wanting to compete, wearing that uniform and what it represents and everything. Why do you have to be pissed off to play good? So if he has to be pissed off every time, well, fine, play pissed off, maybe. But I don't know why you gotta be pissed off to play good. I don't know.
I don't think it was a pissed off play good. I don't think it was that. I can't explain it to you because he's ran the ball all year and he ain't ran with that kind of physicality, that kind of toughness, that kind of will. I mean, that kind of want to. He kind of played like he's scared, like he didn't want to get hit. But yesterday, man, he was a different animal, and I don't know if he can channel that every game or not. But if he can, watch out because quarterbacks in Dan Mullen's system in the second year take off big time. And I know fans don't want to hear that today, but I'm telling you, it's all about attitude.
Now, come on, Lance. Now, you know you want Jones to start next year.
I would have started Jones this week. But I'm not the coach. And maybe that's a good thing. It's better than I hate to admit. Because Dan Mullen really called an audible on Gator Nation yesterday. You got to admit yourself, man. Nobody wanted to see Franks. If you didn't show up to see the Gators because of Feleipe Franks yesterday, shame on you because you seen a hell of a game. You seen the game of that kid's life, and you seen a Gator team that represented Gator Nation in the right way with no quit, relentless effort. I mean, Dan Mullen's putting a stamp on this program. Just get us while you can. Get us while you can.
You know, something that somebody brought up on Twitter? I didn't remember this. I mean, it was 12 years ago or whatever, but I guess when Tebow and Leak was doing the switching back and forth, that fans used to boo Chris Leak.
You know they did. But hell yeah, they chant Tebow's name.
He didn't shush the crowd. You know what he did? He competed. And he won. And that's how he won us over.
Well, there's a difference in a senior quarterback and a red shirt sophomore who's never had any credit. I mean, dude, I don't have a problem with what Franks did yesterday because, like I said, if you're a true Gator fan, you ain't booing anyway. So to me, that's like your third cousin showing up when you got money. If you didn't know me when I didn't have money, don't start supporting me now, man. And that's all it is. And I'm not saying he didn't deserve criticism and stuff because the play the last 2 weeks. I mean, I would have benched him. I wouldn't have gave him a shot this week. But credit to Dan Mullen for having a better feel for the locker room than we do. But he should. He's in that damn locker room. So that ain't no knock on no fan or nothing. The reality of it is we got the man for the job. We ain't going to win a national championship first year like I hope. But you know one's coming.
Yep. I agree.
That's more than what you could say the last 2 coaches. You didn't feel a national championship coming. You feel one now. Yeah,
definitely. Maybe you can answer this for me. What the hell's going on with Grantham? Like, the last 3 weeks, what the hell's going on with our defense? Hello? Hello? Lance?
Yeah.
I was asking.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, Gator. Go ahead.
I was asking, like, what has happened to our defense? Like, how did we fall so far? Like, ever since we came off the bye, defense hasn't been playing good. Like, what's going on with Grantham and his scheme and play calling? What is it?
Well, I told Boss Gator, he didn't agree with me, that I think it is scheme. I mean, one thing I like about Dan Mullen, he does got a system, and he does like to run a certain style, but he will adjust to his talent. And I don't think Todd Grantham's adjusted, because every time it's 3rd and long, we get beat. I can understand if you're having trouble on 3rd and short, but we get beat on 3rd and long consistently every game all year. I think it's his scheme. I don't think he knows how to adjust. He might have a good system, but he really don't have to adjust to the game plan within the game, and that really bothers me.
Well, good Lord, like, you would think after 3 weeks of horrible play that he would adjust to something. Good God. Like, I've never seen the defense play this poor before.
Exactly. 4 straight games, you're giving up 30 points, and you're the Florida Gators. They ain't acceptable in Gator Nation. I told Boss Gator I would talk about firing. I would think about firing him after the season. 30 point. If this 30-point streak continues, he's got to go.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Like, how do you become like in the top 20 defense the first 6 games, and then after the bye, you just completely fall off the damn rails? I don't understand. It's ridiculous.
It's hard.
Absolutely ridiculous. They cannot play like that against Florida State. They cannot.
Oh, they're not going to lose to Florida State. So, yeah, they got that.
I didn't say we would lose. I said they can't play
be ready
like
for it. No, they can't play like that. They give up 30, they'll lose. That's for sure. I mean, but
no, they don't need to give up 30 either.
This game, that's going to be a hell of a game. I know you're excited for it. I know you've been waiting on a big win for a long time.
Yes.
Due to you living in Florida, so I know you got a lot of joy out of this season with Miami and FSU looking like high school teams.
Well, I mean, Miami, I don't really care too much for Miami, but Florida State, oh yeah. Remember I told you I used to live in Tallahassee with the Winston years? That was hell, living in Tallahassee as a Gator fan. And them laughing at us going 4-8 and shit. So now they about to miss a bowl game. It's like everything's coming in full circle.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we found out when you downgrade it, coach, it really don't make a damn how good the program is. Coach matters in college football.
Hey, let them keep him. He's doing a wonderful job.
Yeah. I mean, what made the Mullen hire so critical was Tennessee and Florida State were hiring coaches in the same. So you couldn't miss if you were Florida and give Scott Strickland a lot of credit.
Yeah, we got a head start.
That counts. Just ask Georgia if that counts.
Yeah, them damn Bulldogs. Don't get me started.
Well, that game right there, I mean, we had the scheme in place, so you know it ain't coaching. We just need the players that can execute. So it's coming.
Oh, I know it's coming.
But I appreciate the time I got. You the best.
Thanks, brother, and happy birthday once again. Enjoy your day, man.
It means a lot. Go get it.
Okay, bro.
My girl.
I'm going to kick him in the ass.
Let it go. They don't get on the better. We'll get one more and get out of here. Harder than hell here. Sweating it there. Should have worn this damn jacket, I'll tell you that. Fucking hurry. Let me fall over the damn heart attack here in a minute, Gators Nation. Fucking hurry.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Oh, my boy, I got his down. Let me get somebody out here. Goddamn phone's a piece of shit.
What?
So this phone's a piece of shit. Yeah, where's all the haters at? I disappeared. One more time. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up, boys. That's pretty good. Boss Gator, Lady Gator, you can't beat that for a Gator now. I mean, if you're true Gator fans, you really appreciate those people. So, we'll do another show tomorrow, so I'm going to get a longer one going. But I really appreciate our support, man. Follow me. Hit me up on Twitter at Lance and Jasper. Call the show, 423-509-7007. Hit us up, Lance and Jasper. Go Gators.